Alright guys, today we actually came back to stream it on Twitch and on YouTube too. I haven't streamed in a while, but we're going to be watching some Zach's films. So I hope y'all enjoy. It's going to be interesting. It might be swell. It might be amazing. Who knows, man? But hey, let me just say, Zach's film is a wild guy. You can just look at his channel. Take a look at that. It looks crazy, don't it? Yeah, my man Zach's film has a whopping 22.7 million subscribers and a lot of views. Like, I mean a lot. So let's watch them. Lock in. And it's time to go. Get crazy. Let's see how cursed this channel truly is. The first one we got is this.
Hands as punishment, then sent him back to his people with instructions to surrender. But the warrior convinced them to keep fighting. And instead of sitting out the battle, he sealed his wounds with hot metal.
That sounds painful as hell, bro. Sealing your wounds with hot metal, bro? Hell no, bro. Just keep me handless, bro. I don't want the hands no more. Hold up. I ain't got my friend. I don't want the hands no more, guys. Ain't that right, Emu? Ain't that right, Emu? We don't want the hands. We don't want the hands no more. Ain't that right, Emu? Oh, man. I don't want the hands no more at all. Yikes, bro.
Next, he tied knives to his wrists.
Okay.
And when they went to war, he cut down his enemy, including the general's second in command. Eventually, his people were defeated, but even though they lost, the warrior fought till the very end.
Leave Emu alone. Me and Emu be chilling, bro. That's my homie, bro. Emu's like my best homie, fool.
They cut off.
That's crazy, bro. Cutting off your hands for the sacrifice of battle is some different time and stuff. Bro was actually a true warrior, bro. Like, I could never cut off my hands. You see these hands? Look at this. Look at them nice hands, bro. I even got some nice feet, too. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. Look at them. Look at these feet, bro. Look at those feet, bro. Yo. Like, what y'all talking about, bro? I could never. I can never, dude. I could never. That's all I'm saying. The next one.
Inside, a gas generator ignites, creating a blast of hot gas that turns the water
I'm actually learning from this too, guys.
into steam, pushing the nuke out of the launch tube. It rockets upward, breaking through the ocean's surface in just seconds. Once it's clear of the water, the missile's first stage engines ignite, propelling the missile high into the upper atmosphere. Then it detaches, and the second stage engine fires, sending it even farther and faster. Finally, the third stage carries the warheads into space. There, they separate and begin falling back to Earth, each locked in on its own target. Inside.
So like, fun fact.
Your teeth come loose, falling out into your hand one by one. Now, this is one of the most common nightmares people have. You see, teeth can be a symbol of strength and appearance. And since they're one of the first things people notice, losing them feels like losing control.
Why we got Batty, though?
Think this is your brain's way of processing stress. But in reality, it actually happens when you clench your teeth while sleeping. You see, your brain takes these physical feelings and weaves them into vivid dreams of your teeth falling out.
I ain't never had a dream about losing my teeth before, bro. Has anybody here had a dream about, here's a song. Has anybody had a dream about losing their teeth, bro? Like, imagine you just dreaming, bro, and you gotta mind your own business in your nice, sexy dream. You know what I'm saying? Your nice, sexy dream stuff. Yo, what up, Joseph? Welcome to the live. But, like, you just had yourself in your nice, sexy dream stuff, bro, and you out here just like, damn. Damn. My teeth fall out of my dreams. Ain't that weird as hell, Emu? Huh, Emu? Ain't that weird as hell? Yeah, that's weird as hell. Well, that's weird as hell. But it's just scary tonight. I ain't never had a dream like that. Hold on, I gotta stroke Emu crown real quick. Hold up. To make it stick out, look. Ain't that crazy? You stroke Emu crown, it stays up, bruh. I don't know what that's about, but that might be something sus. But me and Emu be chilling, bruh. Let's go. We gonna take out Straw Hat. We gonna take out Straw Hat Luffy, bruh. Oh man.
The high heels, adjusted his wig, and walked nervously past the guards. You see, he had switched clothes with his wife while she was visiting. Dressed fully as a woman, the prisoner hoped.
I'm not gonna lie, if you seen a grown-ass man looking like this and he's able to escape and switch, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's your fault. Your eyes are not working because that's obviously a grown ass man, bro. Like, come on, man. You want a Lamar edit? I got you. Lamar edit. There you go, bro. There's your Lamar edit, bro. All right.
This disguise would get him out unnoticed, and he actually made it through the checkpoint without suspicion, but he couldn't walk well in high heels, stumbling as he moved outside the gates. Guards nearby spotted his awkward steps, realized who he was, and they arrested him on the spot. His clever escape failed, all because he picked the wrong shoes for the getaway. He slipped on the high heels, adjusted his wig.
My boy did not know how to wear no high heels, bro. If he knew how to wear them high heels like a real diva, you know what I'm saying, I probably would have got away. That's just me, you know. I'd be hitting him the... Hold on. Hey, look at that. Oh, my gosh. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna sit back down. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe I would have got away. God damn. I got them chicken legs. Oh man.
The bird swallows the sharp
rocks. You know what up, Zandro? Are you in Baltimore? Nah, I'm close.
And these end up inside its stomach. Now, this is because it doesn't have teeth to chew with, meaning the bones in its food could puncture its intestines.
Ouch!
If it eats these rocks, they'll rub against the bones. This slowly crushes them, allowing them to be digested.
Bro, that's so much work. Why don't you just like crush the bones before you eat the bone, bro? Goofy, or just don't eat the bones. Like, what?
And once the stones are smoothed out, the bird will spit them out and swallow new ones.
What?
The bird swallows the...
That's dumb, bro. That's just extra work, bro. That's literally just extra work.
He threw a broken fridge down the mysterious hole.
Bro, what if someone was down there, bro, and they just got smushed? Like, they're just down there like this, bro. Like, just imagine that, bro. Imagine you just minding your own business, bro, and I kid you not, you was dead like this. Hey! Anybody gonna get me out of this cave? Anybody? Get me out of this cave? And then bro her like, hello? Ah! And you just killed him. That's all I said. You just killed him, bro. If anyone was down there, you just honestly murdered them at max HP, bro. That's insane.
And even though he waited to hear if it hit the bottom, no sound ever came back up. A neighbor threw his dead dog down there, and a few days later, it was seen running through his garden. But living dogs refused to go near it. The owner of the property lowered 80,000 feet of fishing line, attaching weights to check the depth. He even added candy to the end. In case he was hitting water, the candy would dissolve. But it still never touched the bottom. Eventually, black vans showed up, and government agents seized his land, paying the man off and sending him to the other side of the world. And to this day, no one's been able to prove anything.
Bro, why did they throw a dead dog in there, though? Why did they throw a dead dog in there? That's wild. You could have just buried it.
They stuffed sawdust into her limbs and made her skin out of swan skin.
What? What are you talking about, bro? He lived with a doll of his ex. Don't tell me my man, oh my gosh, bro, girlfriend or his ex-wife or whatever died and he stuffed her alive and turned her into a doll? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Hold up. Oh, hell no. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. He had her looking like one of these. He had her looking like this right here. That's what he had her looking like, one of this right here. He had to have her looking like this. I'm not gonna lie, he's just like Raggedy, bro. That's crazy. Bro, what, bro? Is that Annabelle doll? Yeah, yes, it is. It's an IRL, yes, it is, bro. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, though. Don't worry about what I got, though. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
See, a man had paid a doll maker to build an exact replica of his ex. He asked for soft layers under the skin to feel like real flesh, and a mouth that opened. And he even—
Whoa. What are you trying to do? What is he about to do with the doll, bro? What is he about to do with that thing?
Requested real hair to be sewn.
What are you about to do with that?
Now, when it finally arrived, it looked nothing like her, but he kept it anyway. He dressed it in her clothes, placed it on the couch, and took it to parties. But after several months, he beheaded the doll before smashing it with bottles of wine.
You just... Nah, that's wild, bruh. That's wild. I know he had to stuff his wee in there once, bruh. I'm sorry, bro. I know it's Ayo. I know, but you can't tell me he ain't stuffed his wee in there just once. I know he did it once, bruh. I know he just yeah, and he realized it don't hit the same. I know he did that. Weird ass dude, bro. Weird ass dude.
Man walked into his basement, but he never came back out. His wife went to check on him, but she didn't
potatoes
come
killed a
out
whole
either.
family.
And their teenage son did the same thing. Finally, the grandmother went in after them and collapsed in the pile of bodies. You see, the family stored potatoes in their cellar, but as they rotted, they released a toxic gas. As each family member entered, they were quickly suffocated.
Dog. Bro, all these guys died to expired potatoes, bro. Their whole family got packed up by expired potatoes, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Imagine you all saying, yo, how you die, bro? I died to expired potato. That's your fault for leaving rotten potatoes in the basin, bro. They all got packed up by expired potatoes, dude. That is tragic, bro. That's absolutely tragic. Smell must smell like kryptonite. Oh, man. Okay.
Killed by their own spuds. A man, have you ever walked into a room to get something and instantly forget why you're there? Well, this actually happens because of the doorway. You see, your brain sees the doorway as the start of a new event. So your short-term memory is wiped to prepare your brain for what comes next.
I ain't know that.
You forget what you needed. To undo this, just step back into the hallway and retrace your steps.
That don't work like that, dude. I know when say bro. I've been retracing my steps for years, dude, and I still ain't find certain shit, bro. I ain't find my mastermind shirt. Watch this. I'm gonna retrace my steps. Dead ain't, chat. Watch this. Hold up. We're gonna retrace my steps. Follow me, chat. Come on. Yo, mastermind. Where is you at, mastermind? Mastermind. We found this Robin shirt. Who wants it? You found a Robin shirt. But it ain't mastermind. No. No. You found this anime shirt. Hold up. See, like, I ain't find mastermind, bro. I feel like they lying to me, dude. I've been looking for this shirt for so long. We found this. Who wants it? Nope, but that ain't mastermind.
This reloads the mindset you left behind, allowing you to remember what you were doing.
That's not how that works, man. That's not how that works.
The machine started rolling straight toward his nephew, so he climbed onto the moving track trying to get to the cab, but it quickly pulled him under. His ribs snapped like twigs, puncturing a lung.
In question, I got you, Yoki.
It popped an eye right out of the...
Whoa! How Jerry Renner almost died. I was reading chat. Hold on, I gotta see that again.
Rolling straight toward his nephew, so he climbed onto the moving track trying to get to the cab, but it quickly pulled him under. His ribs snapped like twigs.
X-ray like Mortal Kombat?
Puncturing a lung. When his head hit the ice, it popped an eye right out of the socket. Bone shards tore his liver, and his ankle shattered beneath the steel. He was airlifted in critical condition, convinced he was going to die. Metal rods and screws stabilized his shattered leg, while plates and wires rebuilt his jaw and eye socket. He spent weeks in intensive care, unable to move and struggling to breathe. But just 1 year later, he was back on set, acting again.
Ain't it amazing, guys? Ain't it amazing how, like, as humans, we're able to fix people like this, bruh? Ain't that amazing, bruh? Ain't that amazing that people can get fixed, bro? That's absolutely amazing, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
If you flew a spaceship all the way to the edge of the universe, what would you find? Well, space might not actually end, but instead split into different universes, each with a different reality. Or you might find yourself back where you started, since space could actually exist in an infinite loop that curves in every direction. But it's possible that this is all just a simulation created by a
Nah, bro, don't say that, bro. Don't say we all in simulation, dude. Don't Saints Row for me, bro. Don't Saints Row for me. That's all I gotta say. I don't want to be Johnny Gat escaping and then getting abducted by aliens because he was that badass to die. Because, you know, Johnny Gat is so badass to die, they had to make up a whole plot line of him getting hit by aliens, bro. You know what? I might have to do a Saints Row walkthrough, bro.
Reaching the edge would expose the limits of the program, hitting a wall of code that you could never break through.
Yeah.
It would quietly fly into the enemy's room and record conversations with tiny microphones hidden in its eyes.
Okay.
You see, engineers carefully crafted its wings so it could quietly hover and sneak around unnoticed. This would allow them to hear conversations from several hundred feet away. Then the tiny microphones would transmit the audio back to a nearby receiver. But during tests, even a gentle breeze would cause it to crash.
Damn.
So the project was scrapped. It would
scrap that project. No cap. I might do a Saints Row stream.
Cut off the cobra's head and pull back the scales to reveal a stone. And they say this is made from unused venom.
That's just not the cobra's brain? Are you sure that's just not his brain?
They're supposedly incredibly rare and sell for hundreds of dollars. People use them for good luck, and some say they can even heal other snake bites. But the thing is, snakes don't actually produce stones.
That's just the brain.
Fake the videos using shiny pieces of glass, and some people are fooled, killing endangered snakes for something that doesn't even exist.
No way. I'm not gonna lie though, if I saw a snake, bro, it's either me or him though. It's either me and him. That's all I gotta say. It's either me or him. Let me see how you're doing, Pugs.
Used to have longer snouts, straighter spines, and open airways in the 1800s. But breeders kept wanting shorter snouts and curlier tails. Brothers and sisters were bred together for these looks.
Wait, so you're telling me the reason I knew something was up with them pugs, bro? I knew something was up with them pugs. So wait a minute. So you're telling me every freaking pug ever is an incest baby? Wow, that's all I gotta say, man. That's all I gotta say. Every single pug ever is an incest baby, bruh.
And eventually, this led to flatter faces, bulging eyes, and tightly curled tails. Their squashed noses stop them from breathing, while their skulls put pressure on their brains. Their eyes can pop out from shallow sockets, and their curly tails twist their spines. And these problems get worse with each new generation, meaning if we keep going, pugs will eventually die out.
Yikes, bro. So we ruined pugs, bro. We really killed them, man. That's wild, bro. Y'all did pugs, poor pugs, bro.
They started digging. One of their phones unlocked itself without anyone touching
Why the phone goes crazy?
They stopped to watch as it opened apps, snapped screenshots, and even tried to call 911 over again. Now, they were digging in a pit that had mysteriously swallowed 45,000 gallons of water without a trace. They were trying to see what was going on underneath the ground, until the phone started going crazy. But it didn't look like it was glitching. It was like something was inside, trying to send a message.
Bro, you know what was inside, bro? It was me. I was trying to tell him, bro, stop digging and start digging in your butt, twin. I want you to dig all in that booty, twin.
His dad went missing while walking the dog, and when the dog came back alone, the son called the police. But when they arrived, they arrested him. They told him his father was dead and insisted he was the murderer. Over the next 17 hours, they repeated this again and again. They even brought in his dog and threatened to put her down if he didn't confess. The man began to doubt his sanity. Soon, he started hitting himself, pulling out his hair and ripping his clothes. And finally, he admitted to the murder.
So was it really him, though? It was really him?
But then the phone rang. It was the man's sister. It turned out his father was alive the entire time, and he had just gone to catch a train. The man sued.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. If that happened to me, bro, I know I'm about to get some money, bro. We about to get all the money out there, bro. We about to be rich, bro, because ain't no way you just tell... My main guy got all the money. That's all I gotta say, bro. That's wild. That's wild.
The city and won nearly $1 million.
I need more. I need $1 billion. I need more, bro. I need more, dog. What, bro? I need more, because what in the dumbassery that I just hear? Go back to Zacty Films later, so right now we're gonna put a paper clip on this and do more Zacty Films later.